welcome to my channel. My name is Sammy and this is my September wrap-up. Before we get started, I just wanted to say that I exclusively check out my books from the library or Libby, and so I'll just be popping up pictures. I don't own any of the copies. All my books I do own are from my local used bookstore that helps support the library. So I love the library, highly recommend it. Everyone go support your local library. Okay, let's get started. So the first book I read in September was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is a YA mystery. A little side note, the library, all of these were missing, and so it took me forever to get it, but I got it, so it was good. But I was like, what is in this book that everyone keeps losing it? So this is about a girl named Pippa. She decides for her senior project she's going to, well, I believe she says that she's just gonna look into an old case to see how like crime scene investigation goes, but really she's trying to figure out if the person they believe did it is actually innocent or not. And so the whole book she goes through that journey, and I found it very interesting. I loved Pippa. I love all the characters. I love the concept that she did it for like her senior project, because like I'm assuming everyone has done that, a senior project, so I remember mine. And I just felt like it was really cool. I love the little interviews she did with people in the book, and I love the like illustrations of pages and evidence and stuff. I really found that really interesting. I can't wait to finish the rest of the series. I rated this 5-star, obviously. I literally read the book in like one day. Absolutely obsessed. I'm so excited for the TV series that they're doing. I think it was the BBC. I'm so excited. Can't wait. Also, BBC, please let me watch Peril. TV series Peril. Won't let me watch it anymore because I'm not in Britain. Please fix that for me. Thank you. Okay, so moving on. Next book I read was Salt and Sugar by Rebecca Carvalho. I hope I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. Salt and Sugar is a YA romance. It's about Pedro Molina and Laurie Ramirez. Their family's always been rivals. So the Molinas own sugar bakery, and the Ramirez own the salt bakery, and they're right across from each other. There's been a big family feud, which I'm a sucker for the family feud, like Romeo and Juliet, Capulets, Montagues. Sucker for that. And so yeah, the families always hate each other, and sorry, it's raining outside. I'm in California, this doesn't happen. That's coming down hard. Oh, that's awesome. So I was talking about Salt and Sugar, sorry. So Laurie ends up in Pedro's cooking class at school for extra credit, and maybe those two realize they're not enemies, as they thought. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil them. But I rated this 4 stars. I loved it. I'm a sucker for YA romance. I think they're so like lollipops, rainbows, cupcakes, unicorns. Love it. I especially love this one because I feel like it was different because I believe it was in Colombia. I love the setting. I loved the baked goods. The descriptions of all the baking they did made me want to go bake. Don't read this book if you're hungry. Have a snack when you read this book because it will make you hungry for treats. I absolutely adored Pedro and Laurie. I also love the cover of this book. To me, they really look like teenagers, and I love that. Laurie has glasses. I love some glasses representation. It means a lot to me. If you just want a happy, good feeling book, I highly recommend this one. The only like trigger thing I would say would be there is some talks about grief, but they do it in a beautiful way that even though it is sad, it's still beautiful, and I still really enjoyed this book and the love story. Absolutely obsessed. Highly recommend. I haven't heard anyone talk about this. I just randomly fell upon it on Libby. Obsessed. And I believe this is Rebecca's debut novel, which this for a debut novel Stop. Obsessed. Although, I really actually want a physical copy of this book. I really do. Okay, also Rebecca F. A. Morris sending me arcs. Thank you. So the next book I read is Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. If you need to know anything about me, obsessed with Agatha Christie. Love all her books. I'm in the process of reading all her books. And I read this one because actually right now in theaters is the movie of this book called A Haunting in Venice. Haven't seen it, really want to. And I heard that it's same characters from this book, but different storyline. It's different than the book. They didn't really go true to the story completely. I think it's more paranormal haunting, and that's not really in the book. So this book is about a Halloween party, as the name says, and for children, and so a bunch of children are there, and then the party's almost over. 12-year-old girl goes missing. They're like, where's this girl? Boom. They find her drowned in the apple bobbing bucket. Yeah, I didn't love that I was a child, but it was interesting. Different for Agatha Christie. And yeah, I really enjoyed this book. It wasn't like one of my favorites of hers, but it was different because this was more written in her later years of her career. And I've been reading her like books from like the 30s and stuff, and this was, I think, 60s published, I think. So Perrault's, this is a Perrault's mystery. Haiku Perrault, I hope I say that right. I'm not French, I hope it's okay. I've been trying to learn French on Duolingo. Duolingo won't sponsor me, please do. I highly recommend this book for this time in fall because there's a lot of great description she does of like a garden, and just the way she describes it put me in the fall mood. I really enjoyed this book. Really fast read, really short. Yeah, so I rated it as a 4-star. The plot just really got me. Love a good mystery. Highly recommend for fall time. So the next book I read in September is The Night in Question by Catherine Glassglow and Liz Larson. And this is the second book in the Agatha Mysteries. And I did read the first book this year too. So I won't go too in depth with the synopsis because I don't want to spoil what happened in the first one. So this book follows Iris and Alice. They are teenagers and they're solving some crime. And so the premise of this book is they are at their Sadie Hawk dance, which, side note, what's a Sadie Hawk dance? I didn't have one of those, did you? Comment below if you did, because I don't know what that is. But they had a Sadie Hawk dance, and one of their classmates is found attacked upstairs with another of their classmates above them holding a knife. Seems straightforward, huh? It's never that easy. So Alice and Iris and a bunch of their other friends are on the mystery to solve what actually happened, and maybe a side mystery, an old side mystery too. Love when those sneak in. Yeah, a good YA mystery. And also I love is in the beginning of each chapter they put an Agatha Christie quote, and I love that because I love quotes. So, and I love Agatha Christie. So, and I feel like there's more Agatha Christie talk and stuff in this book than the first one. I did really enjoy this one. Highly recommend if you just need a good cozy mystery. I rated this one 4 stars. I think I did the first one 3. So I really enjoyed the second one more, but I would highly recommend read the first one than this. Read in order because it just, you get to understand the characters better. Highly recommend. Okay, so the next book I read is One in Rome by Sarah Adams. So this is about pop singer Ray Rose, and she's getting a little tired from all the fame. She's getting a little worn out, so she just ups and leaves and starts driving, and she decides she's gonna have her own Roman holiday like Audrey Hepburn, but she doesn't want to fly all the way to Rome, Italy, so she finds the closest Rome she can, which is Rome, Kentucky. Then her car stops working and breaks down in front of some guy's yard, and this guy is Noah Walker, the local pie shop owner, and you'll just have to read the book to find out what happens with these two. It's really hard with a romance to give synopses because obviously every book they're gonna end up together. So we know that going in, so I'm gonna just stop there. Yeah. So this is actually part of a series. This is the first one. The second one actually came out this year with Noah's sister and the Sinner's Bodyguard. I can't wait to read that one, but this one, I rated it a 3. It wasn't my favorite. It was okay. I did really like the characters. I really love them. Noah, love it. This is also dual point of view, which I really enjoyed. I love listening to Noah's point of view. But I really enjoyed it, but I just felt like it dragged on for too long. Like 90% of the book is like, do they like me? I can't be with them. But then 10% of them actually being together. I don't feel like it needed to be shorter. I just feel like they needed to cut out a lot of the like, oh, I like him, but he doesn't like me back. Oh, I like him, but we can't be together because it won't work out because I'm a pop star and he's a pie owner. Like, just, I want them together longer. At the end, overall, I really enjoyed the characters and love them together. So, I do recommend if you just want, like, you know, again, lollipops, rainbows. And this is a closed door, if you need to know that. Okay, so the last book I read of September is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavaro. Sorry if I say your name wrong. My bad. So I randomly found this one on Libby. So this book is about distant relatives of Sherlock Holmes and Watson. So the story follows the teenagers James, Watson, and Charlotte Holmes. It's really hard not to say Sherlock. So Charlotte and James end up at the same boarding school in Connecticut. And they've known about each other all their lives. And so James kind of always, you know, fantasized about the day he'll finally actually get to meet her and kind of hope that they would have a friendship like Holmes and Watson did. So James ends up getting in a fight with one of his students that was talking ill about Charlotte. And then the next day, he's dead. Dun dun dun. So Charlotte and James are up for the case to solve the mystery together. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil nothing. This is really hard not to spoil nothing. So the premise of that, when I read that on Libby, I was like, sign me up. Yes. And possibly like a romance too. Like, yes. And also I kind of think it's kind of cute to like Holmes and Watson, like even relatives, like they always have a friendship even just through blood. And I kind of thought that was cute. And this is actually a series. I believe there's 4 books. So excited. Did not love it. I gave it a 3 stars. Decent book, good writing, big font, love that. YA mystery. The only thing is I had a problem with this book. Is in my opinion, it is not a YA mystery. I think it's just an adult mystery. If you don't want like any spoilers, I'm going to say some trigger warnings for this book because I don't think the 13-year-old should be reading it with all this stuff in it. So if you want to skip like 10 seconds, I'll put a time thing up if you don't want any spoilers. But here are some trigger warnings. There is talks of drugs, alcohol, gambling. There is talk about unconsensual birds and the bee. I was not expecting that in a YA mystery, and I personally don't think a 13-year-old should be reading about that. So yeah, okay, trigger warnings done. Not my favorite. I did like learning about Charlotte and James and their friendship growing, bonding together. Okay, and that's all I read in the month of September. I also actually did the Trevor Project reading challenge this month. So it was read at least 25 minutes a day. I'll put up how many minutes I read in total. And I actually did it for every single day. I was really proud of myself. And I'm excited to do this next year. Raise some money for them. Be great. And yeah, I'll tell you my current read. My current read right now is Last Chance Books by Kelsey Rodkey. I hope I said that right. So far, I'm liking it. It's about 2... my camera shut off. It's about 2 rival bookstore owners, and so far I'm liking it. I'll let you know my rating next month. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think the moral of this video is go read Salt and Sugar, because I absolutely loved it. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and comment below what was your favorite book you read this month. Thank you so much. Bye. You like my cozy? Spider webs. It's so the condensation doesn't get all over your hands. It's great. Right on. It's also dual personality. I don't think I say personality. I feel like I look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. I'm not mad at it. Or in the live action when Velma got turned into Shaggy.